start this conversation and what documents do you need? My name is Megan and I'm an estate planning attorney with the law office of Bryan, Fagan. When it comes to having this conversation, it's not an easy conversation. I've had this conversation both on the side of a child and on the side of someone who is actually speaking to the parents. So I've had the conversation speaking with my siblings on how to plan for my parents. I've had the conversation from the part of an attorney speaking with children about how to plan for parents, and I've had the conversation as a child speaking to the parent. In this conversation, I want to talk to you as a child speaking with a parent. This is not an easy conversation. And I am talking from someone who is speaking to a parent that the parent knows what's coming. So you know that from a health perspective and from a historical perspective, knowing that your grandmother suffered from, be it dementia, be it from Alzheimer's, be it from stroke, be it from whatever, you know that you have a family history which tells you that your parent, your grandparent may probably need some type of long-term care. So you know that maybe in the next 5, 10, 15 years, this person that you love, you cherish, that you have never met a more brilliant person is going to need long-term care. And right now, the person is perfectly fine. The person is strong. The person is brilliant. The person has an immaculate memory. You're talking to this person and yes, they're in denial. Or yes, you're thinking, how can I really be having this conversation with them? And you are at a standstill. And so I want to come to you today and I want to talk to you and I want to ask you, take the emotion out the room. And you're saying, Megan, how can I possibly take the emotion out the room? And I'm going to tell you, take the emotion out the room by taking the fear out the room. And remember the Bible verse that says, perfect love drives out fear. Take the emotion of fear out the room and put love in the room. And you're going to have that love conversation, and the love conversation looks like this. Mom, Dad, if something happens to you, what decision would you want me to make? And then that's the conversation. Mom, if X happens to you, what medical decisions do you want me to make? And that's called a medical power of attorney. Dad, if something should happen to you, what type of financial decisions do you want me to make? And that's called a financial power of attorney or a durable power of attorney. And that's how perfect love drives out fear. So you have your medical power of attorney, you have your financial power of attorney, and then you're going to talk about other documents. You can talk about just a regular will. However, if you have a more complex family situation, if you have rental property, if you have homes, if you may be thinking about possibly applying for Medicaid or you want long-term care, then you want to be thinking about a Miller Trust or something like that. And so you're thinking about trust. And so you have your medical power of attorney, financial power of attorney, and you're going to be putting in a trust in place. With all that in mind, do not have this conversation alone. Seek out a trusted estate planning attorney. And do not go alone. Go with your children, because you do not want to be making this plan alone absent your child. Because if you have a trusted child, when that time comes, you want that child, that loved one there, who will be the person stepping in as your trustee. I've seen many parents who become incapacitated, and then that child doesn't know who the attorney is. That's a big problem. So at the end of the day, take the fear out of the conversation, put love in the conversation, and have that talk with your loved ones. Thank you.
Hello, thank you for watching our video. And because you made it to the end of that video, we're offering you our new estate planning handbook. This is a wonderful tool and I'm sure you like it. Go ahead, download the link and let's get learning together.